The Stewart-Haas Racing team has been struggling to unlock consistent pace in their car for the past couple of years. One of the drivers in the team that has been struggling the most is Ryan Preece. During the last race, Preece only managed to qualify 32nd on the grid and only managed a 28th place finish in Kansas. As it turns out, SHR has a special study group for their drivers and Ryan Preece is not a part of it. The Stewart-Haas Racing team has a total of 4 charters this season. According to the reports, Stewart-Haas Racing is looking to scale down its team by selling 2 of its charters. This indirectly indicates that the team is running out of resources. Given that the Gen 7 cars are cheaper to manufacture, there's no doubt that there will be buyers if Stewart-Haas Racing is looking to sell 2 of their charters. In this case, the team will have to relieve 2 of their current drivers as well. If the team sells 2 of their charters, they'll be able to focus their attention on only 2 cars. This could help them develop and unlock performance in their cars and get back to fighting for wins once again. Recently, one of the teams sold their charters for $40 million. Ideally, SHR could stand to earn over $50 million if they sell 2 of their charters. There are several teams out there who would be willing to purchase the charters from Stewart-Haas Racing. 2311 Racing is one team that is looking to expand their team. Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan started the team in 2021, and so far it has seen little success. The team has won 5 races so far, but is looking to win more. Despite owning the team, Hamlin does not drive one of his own cars. The 2311 Racing team's cars are piloted by Tyler Reddick in the number 45 and Bubba Wallace in the number 23. If Haas were to sell 2 of their charters, they would have to let go of 2 of their drivers as well. Based on their performance, it would make sense to let go of Ryan Preece as he has the least points among the drivers in the team. Even Josh Berry has not impressed anyone with his performances. If SHR is selling both their charters, Berry will also be shown the door. With Briscoe and Gregson in their cars, Stewart-Haas Racing will at least stand a chance of bringing back their success. Whether Stewart-Haas Racing sells their charters or not, we believe that you should subscribe to our channel to find out. We post the latest news on NASCAR. Don't miss out on the action. After the race in Kansas, NASCAR pundit Toby Christie tweeted, "The 3 Stewart-Haas drivers in the study group will all start from 17th or better, with 2 of them making it to the final round of qualifying. Ryan Preece, the one not part of the study group, will start 32nd on Sunday at Kansas." Preece commented on this tweet saying, "Study group that I wasn't aware of." It looks as though Ryan Preece will not be a part of Stewart-Haas Racing after this season, but he could still get a seat in another team. But considering his results in the last couple of years, it is unlikely that there will be much demand for him. But Stewart-Haas Racing was not always a poor team. They were once championship contenders in almost every season. One of their best drivers in their history was Kevin Harvick, who won the Cup Series championship in his first year with the team in 2014. In 2022, the team's performance was seen deteriorating. Although Harvick did manage to get a couple of wins, there was a visible difference in the car's performance. Last year was the team's worst season yet. They were unable to get a single win, and none of their drivers qualified for the playoffs. Even Harvick was not able to bring out performance from the car. After the 2023 season, Harvick decided to call it a career and retire from the sport. Since his retirement, the team has not been able to find results with their driver lineup. This season, once again, the team has yet to win a race. This has left the team doubting their current trajectory in the sport. The team's contract with Ford is coming to an end after this season. There have been talks that the team will not renew its contract with the engine manufacturer. This would leave Stewart-Haas Racing with limited options for an engine supplier. There are currently only 3 manufacturers in the sport, although a 4th one is rumored to be interested in entering NASCAR for next season. The existing 3 provide the best opportunity for Stewart-Haas Racing to find success in the sport once again. If Stewart-Haas Racing is looking to part ways with Ford, they will need to either go back to Chevrolet or look at Toyota for the upcoming season. Ideally, going back to Chevrolet will be the best option, as they are leading the Manufacturers' Championship while Ford is down in the last position. The Manufacturers' Championship is currently between Chevrolet and Toyota. There's only a 2-point difference between the 2 manufacturers. However, since Haas already has a history with Chevrolet, they will provide the team with the best option for the team. There are also reports that Honda will be coming into NASCAR as an engine manufacturer. The Japanese manufacturer has seen success in other forms of motorsport such as F1. But NASCAR would provide a different type of challenge, considering that the types of power units are completely different when compared to F1. If Honda joins, Stewart-Haas Racing could take a gamble by signing with them. As a new manufacturer, their performance will not be guaranteed. Either they could get the base concept right, or they could get it completely wrong. If they do get it right, we could see Honda engines start to win races from the first season itself. However, if they get it wrong, they might have to wait until the Gen 8 cars to start challenging Toyota and Chevrolet. Stewart-Haas Racing might not be willing to wait until the Gen 8 cars to start winning races. Hence, they might be looking to strike a deal with either Chevrolet or Toyota. This could help them get out of the slump they find themselves in. Since the design of every single car in NASCAR is similar, engine manufacturers play a huge role in unlocking performance in the sport. Ford has powered the Stewart-Haas Racing car since 2017. Although they were strong, the team did not win a Cup Series with Ford. Ever since the Gen 7 cars were introduced in 2022, the team has not been performing the same. There's no doubt that Haas is not able to find the right balance with the Gen 7 cars. Hence, they've been struggling with unlocking the pace of the car. The Gen 7 cars have been designed to generate more downforce. Since NASCAR had planned to introduce the Chicago Street Race, which was integrated in 2023, they needed the cars to generate more downforce in order to corner the tight turns, which are generally non-existent in NASCAR tracks. After the success of the Chicago Street Race, NASCAR has already begun talks with other cities to hold a race as well. In order for the cars to run around these street races, they will need to have more downforce, which will effectively bring down the top speed of the car, but will allow the drivers to take the corners at a higher speed than the Gen 6 cars. Tony Stewart is ready to make some major changes in the team if they're not moving in the right direction. When asked about the team's struggles, he said, "If Stewart-Haas Racing's not having the results we are looking for, we are going to start making some major changes," Stewart said. "Everybody knows that. Everybody understands that. It's those guys' job at SHR to take what we have and make it better. It doesn't mean we've got to go out and win 8 or 10 races this season, but we need to see the needle move in the right direction. We need to make progress." Understanding the reality of the situation, Tony Stewart expects to see things moving in the right direction. Ryan Preece has not been moving in the right direction. After 12 races, he sits in 28th position in the points table with only one top 10 finish. As it stands, none of the Stewart-Haas Racing drivers have qualified for the playoffs. The team will be hoping that the recent group studies with all their drivers, except for Ryan Preece, will be able to work as a team to get a race win in the coming races. Given that there are only 14 races remaining, the team will have a lot of work to do to get their car to the top of the grid. Given their strengths, the superspeedways will provide them with the best option to win a race. The Ford cars have usually performed better on these tracks. Will Stewart-Haas Racing be able to get at least one of their drivers into the playoffs this season? Post your thoughts in the comment section.